Hi everyone, welcome to Celebrating 100 Nurses. If you're watching this video, you are one that is considering becoming a presenting partner or sponsor with Renergize Professional Coaching and this incredible new initiative. So what is Celebrating 100 Nurses? In light of COVID-19 and the overwhelming burden that nurses have felt for the last year, we want to invest back into their lives as leaders through executive coaching. So Celebrating 100 Nurses is offering 100 nurses around the country a 7-month executive coaching program absolutely for free to them and their hospital. And in order to do that, we are looking to find some sponsors just like yourself to come on board and help us with that venture. So why are we doing this now? Well, as you're very well aware, throughout COVID-19 there has been incredible difficulties with nursing in the sense of being overworked. Many of them have contracted the virus. They've had to deal in their hospital rooms with a tremendous amount of people dying from COVID, as well as they've had incredible stories of recovery. But the fact of the matter is, as we look at healthcare, as we talk to nurses every day, there is excessive burnout right now. And as a result of that burnout, many nurses are just leaving the field. And so there's a huge issue of retention in healthcare of nurses right now. And so we are doing this to invest back in them, to retain them for healthcare, to let them have an impact on the rest of the movement of nurses so that we can march forward in America with the best healthcare in the world. Straight up, they deserve it right now, and it is time as we come to the end of COVID and the panic that COVID's brought about in their hospitals. So we are looking for nurses that have served in COVID units, and we want to hear their stories, and we want to give them the opportunity to process their stories with an incredible coach to learn lessons from that, good lessons, bad lessons, processing those difficulties. And so the benefit of the 7-month coaching for the nurse, number one, is it's a huge benefit for their mental health. They establish a very intimate, confidential relationship with their coach where they can share their stories and they can share their struggles in leadership. And sometimes that's the leaders above them. Sometimes it's the people below them that they're trying to lead. But this is a process for them to unload and have a sounding board and someone to encourage them and challenge them and stretch them, and it will benefit them in their mental health. Beyond that, we are there to sharpen tools they already have in their toolkit, add new leadership tools to their toolkit that they don't presently have. Part of the reason that nursing has been known as one of the most bullying professions is because it is filled with people who are incredible nurses from a technological standpoint. The technical aspect of nursing, they've got that down pat. What they don't necessarily have is the development of their leadership skills, because leadership is not about technical pieces of nursing. Leadership is about the people that they are leading and influencing. And through this coaching, we also help them uncover the human element. That we are all human, that we all have a lot of the same struggles. We all have senses of inadequacy. We feel insecure at different times. We wonder, what are other people thinking? And we help them uncover the human element for themselves, developing deep self-awareness, but then also how they can take that and convey that to their teams and lead their team more effectively as the humans that they are. Our team of coaches is ready for this. We have vast experience at Renergize, working in both academic healthcare as well as in health systems. We have coached numerous nurses and physicians and surgeons and helped them really grow in their leadership skills. And the incredible thing is, by the time they're done, they know there's a big difference. Their families notice a difference. Their colleagues notice a difference. Their direct reports notice a difference. And it has an impact way beyond just that single leader, because we have developed them as a leader. Everyone that they influence gets the benefit of it. Here's the biggest piece for us. We just want to impact their lives. We want to have people realize that we are all here for one reason, and that is to come together, to be united as humanity, to have an impact, and that's what we're trying to do. So what about you? Why would you come on board with Celebrating 100 Nurses? Coming on board as either a presenting partner or a sponsor. Well, there's a couple different reasons why. The first thing is we're asking you quite simply is to help us help them. Help us at Renigize Professional Coaching help these 100 nurses around the country. And the best way you can do that is by contributing to this program so that we can cover the cost of it and offer it to them for free. Secondly, this is an incredible opportunity for you to have exposure as one that cares about nursing and healthcare as a whole. We're going to be marketing this across the country. We're going to be marketing different channels. We're actually looking at a marketing partner right now to help us get the word out. Nurses are going to be applying from around the country, and in all of our publicity, our applications, everywhere that we go, we're going to be showing who our sponsors are, and you will be seen as an organization that cares about nursing and cares about their development as leaders. Beyond that, we're looking for long-term impact. As a result of this program, yes, it's going to be a 7-month coaching program, but we want it to go well beyond that. We want to have it go to where we are developing a podcast where we can interview these 100 nurses and let them share their stories, not just of COVID, but of their growth as leaders. And that podcast can then impact thousands of nurse leaders. We're looking at the possibility of developing a book from this, where we might take 15 or 20 of those nurses and their scenarios and their growth and coaching and put it in the form of a book that can be put out there and distributed, again, to develop the leadership skills of nursing. But in the end, we want you to walk with us to have some exponential impact. What does that mean by exponential impact? We are coaching 100 nurses, but those 100 nurses, let's say they all lead 10 other people. Well, because they've grown as a leader, it's going to impact those 10 that they lead. So now we're not impacting 100, we're impacting 1,000. But those 1,000 nurses also have other colleagues in other areas and their bosses and leading up. And we see an exponential impact where we start with 100 nurses, but the impact goes to the thousands long term. Thank you for your consideration of coming on board as a presenting partner or sponsor. We are excited to have you join us. We're ready to answer any questions that you have. Thank you for your consideration. Reach back out to us. Let's get this done together and impact nursing long term. Thank you and have a great day.